Hello everyone, I hope that all of you are doing well. In today's video, I am going to discuss about the implementation details of a neutral missing or a single wire operation of single phase meter. So let's start with this. Okay, before discussing this one, I will explain you the one scenario of the meter. In normal operating condition of a meter gets a supply 220 volts AC through phase and neutral, and that supply is converted into your DC voltage, and that DC voltage is further conditioned and supplied to microcontroller and its other peripherals, and in this way your meter operates, right? And along with that, meter is also having a one battery, and that battery is used whenever there is a power loss in the meter. For example, when there is a power cut, then your meter switches from wake up mode to sleep mode, and at that time it uses the battery or some super cap. So actually, why a battery is required in a meter? There are some couple of features which needs that battery. For example, to operate the real-time clock. Second example is that to monitor any kind of external activity. Okay, here I explained the one scenario of the meter, and this scenario helps us to understand the implementation of a neutral missing feature. So, okay, in case of a single wire operation, meter doesn't have supply. What does it mean? This means that your meter is in the sleep mode. So here engineer needs to find out a way to design some kind of a circuit so that whenever the meter in this mode and some kind of a load is connected to the meter, and in that condition some current flows through its phase wire. So there should be some kind of a mechanism which will detect that current and convert it into voltage, and finally it will trigger microcontroller, or so that your microcontroller wakes up from sleep mode to wake up mode and start the measurement of energy and log the temper. So this kind of a functionality should support the meter in this scenario. So how this can be achieved, I have written some points on whiteboard. So let's discuss these points. The first thing about how your meter gets the power. Right, this can be done via putting a CT, current transformer, into your the phase wire. So whenever some current flows into the phase wire, then your CT will produce a corresponding current, and that current can be converted into the voltage, right? So for that, the basic formula is like this. Here it's the number of turns into your secondary winding, and here is the how much is the current flow into your secondary winding, and here is the number of turns into your primary winding. Okay, so for example, if your number of turns in the secondary winding is 2 and the load current is 1 ampere, and your primary winding having 100 turns, then this calculation, the output will be 20 milliampere. So what does it mean? In a single wire operation, when 1 ampere current flows through your this CT, it will produce the 20 milliampere of current. So this 20 milliampere of current, if passes through this 2K resistance across this resistance, it will produce the 4 volt, right? So in this way, your meter will get the voltage, and which can be further conditioned or which can be further rectified, right? So here let's come to this point. Here is your CT. Okay, so through this CT you will get this 4 voltage. Now this 4 voltage, through the voltage conditioning mechanism, here you will get the constant voltage. Now this constant voltage will be supplied to some triggering point, and in the hardware it can be a transistor or some logic gates, and this triggering point will be connected to your some port pin of MCU. So whenever this port pin is activated through the interrupt mechanism, and the interrupt can be your level triggered or the active high or active low, it depends on the configuration of firmware, your MCU will comes from sleep mode to wake up mode and starts measurement of energy, right? So this is a scenario through this. Okay, In the third point, I have mentioned sleep to wake up, which I have covered already. And the fourth point is the microcontroller unit. Here you can recall my first lecture where I described the selection of microcontrollers and where I tell about power consumption of microcontroller or its voltage rating. So here I am going to correlate that things with this practical example. So here operation voltage of a microcontroller is very important. Why? Because this microcontroller is going to be powered by this power supply, right? So if your MCU can operate from 1.8 volt to 3.6 volt band, then it's a good band, or if it is 2.3 to 3.6. So this is a one aspect while selecting the microcontroller. And the second thing is the power modes. Power modes means that okay, one is the sleep mode, then other power modes are configured by its clock. Okay, if the clock is increased up to this level, then your CPU will perform these operations, and if it is at a higher speed or a maximum speed, then CPU will operate or perform all the functions, because your clock actually drives the current consumption of the microcontroller. Okay. The third point is here the current consumption. This is actually mentioned in the data sheets of microcontroller. Okay, in the sleep mode it will take 2 microamperes, and in the maximum it will draw the 4 milliamperes of current or 3 milliamperes of current. And in between that range, whenever it switched into the different power modes, it is also mentioned into the data sheet, or you need to drive it with some calculations. Okay. So these are the points related to that. So once your meter switches mode from its sleep to wake up mode, right, then it's configured all the MCU peripherals or other things, the initialization, and after that it will start the ADC and starts measuring your energy, how much it is consumed. And apart from that, it will also write the temper logging into its EEPROM and also displays on the screen. So these are the basic kind of jobs which is done by the firmware. Since your microcontroller is wake up from sleep mode to active mode through this port pin, so it knows that okay, this temper is happened, and according to that it will take the actions. So okay, let me conclude all these points. How it goes? Okay, meter detects it's a single wire operation. Through the CT current transformer, it will get the power supply voltage. That power supply voltage is voltage conditioned, and it triggers via switches to the MCU port pin, and the signal on this port pin via interrupt mechanism or via polling mechanism switches the mode of microcontroller from sleep to wake up mode and do all these operations, like it will kick off its measurement engine and initializes its some peripherals and log the temper and so on. So in this way whole the process get completed. Okay, and apart from that, I will show you one more thing here, and maybe is it visible to you? Here you can see this is a CT which is used in this meter design, right? And here you can see that it is having a 2 turns, like I will showcase you. It's a phase wire, and the phase wire is coming through this CT, and this is called as my secondary coil and the primary in this, and it is a CT which is having a specification of I think 250 tons. Okay. So guys, these are the core design details to implement the neutral missing feature, about how to detect it and how to operate the meter. So guys, I hope that the contents of this video is useful to you. In the comment section, you can write about this meeting topic need discussed or some topics related to microcontroller. I will try to make the video on that. Okay. Please share, like and subscribe my channel, as this motivates me towards making good videos for all of you. So thank you very much for watching this video and have a nice day.